Hi everybody, Chris with Game Gumshoes here. Thank you for joining me again. This is another Game Gumshoes Presents. This time we're going to cover Quiddler Jr. Quiddler Jr. is a kid's game. It's for ages 6 and up, although today I did verify that someone as little as 3 can guess the names on the different animals and stuff like that. So if you did want to start teaching younger children how to spell words and stuff like that, this definitely would work for that. It can be anywhere between 2 and 6 players, and I just want to cover a few of the things about the game. One is the box. It's nice and transportable. You have this one single channel, though, that you take your deck of cards and you put them in here. Gotta get them nice and even. And see how difficult that is. So, you know, your cards fit right in here. You're also given a lot of chips. Might advise to put these into, say, a little Ziploc bag and lay them on top of it, because otherwise it gets all mixed up and stuff like that. The tokens come in 1, 5, and 10-point denominations, which are pretty good. You have these cards. Now, they're nice and flexible, but, you know, they're playing cards. You know, bridge size, so they're nice for little hands. You have the rule book. The rule book's good. It's simple. It's nice in 4 pages. I do believe that they actually left a few things out, but hey, that gives more for you to interpret and decide what you want to do with the game, not necessarily being stuck to being barred to specific rules. Now, Quiddler Jr., unlike, you know, regular Quiddler, is actually played more like Rummy. Now, I say that because of roughly how it's set up. In Rummy, you normally start off with 5 or 7 cards, depending on how you work it. In Quiddler Jr., you actually originally start off with 2 cards, and each round you gain another cards for 6 rounds until you actually do start off with a hand of 7 cards. Now the thing is, each player is dealt 2 cards, and then they pick up 1 card from the either the draw pile or from the discard pile. But if they take from the discard pile, they can only take the top card, at least based on the rules that are involved, and that's the way I've been playing it. I guess if you wanted to play it more like, you know, the other Rummy, you could, like 500, you know, that kind of thing. So the object, obviously, for each round is to empty your hand of cards and have the most amount of points of letters, basically. So in this case, it's kind of like Scrabble, where, you know, letters are worth a certain amount of points. The C here is worth 4 points, as you can see right here. And they do have conjoined letters, like this AT, which is worth 2. So, and the nice thing, and the thing that makes this really great for playing with little kids, is as you can see here, this is the AT, but it's got CAT written down here. So a little kid can look at this and go, well, that's a cat, but down here they can also see how to spell it. So if perchance in their hand they have the cow card and the at card, they can spell the word cat and go ahead and discard out and essentially end the round. Now I say essentially end the round because at the point the first person goes out, everybody else has one more turn to try to empty their hand of cards. Now, since this is the junior version of the game, you can use 1-letter words. So if you wanted to use I or something of that nature, you could. I think I and A are the only ones I can think of off the top of my head that are just 1 letter. You can also use proper nouns, which you can't use in regular Quiddler. So if the kid can spell their own name using the letters that they've managed to draw, so be it. You know, they can do that. Just remember that at the end of the round, you count up however many points. So if this child were to go out after spelling cat, they would get a 5-point token and a 1-point token to take to their own. Now, something that's kind of interesting about the way the rules are set up and stuff, you can choose to shuffle everything back into one big deck and then deal out 3 cards to each player for the second round. Or you can say, hey, these cards are used, stick them at the bottom of the deck, and then deal off 3 from the top. It's an interesting mechanic. I don't know how well it works because I'm so used to shuffling cards that when we were playing, we didn't even think about that, honestly. But like I said, you play for 6 rounds until you wind up with 7 cards in your hand. It allows you to make bigger words each round and get higher scores. So this is Quiddler Jr. Please check him out on the website. And if you get a chance, swing by our Facebook page where you can see a written review and all our other written reviews. Feel free to subscribe and come over on Facebook and like us. Thank you for joining us. It's Chris with Game Gumshoes. Good night.